Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I appreciate you joining me today. In this recipe, I will be making some delicious cinnamon rolls. As always, the link for the recipe will be in the description below. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoy. Start off by adding your milk. Important to note, this needs to be room temperature. If it's not room temperature to start off with, just throw it in the microwave for 20-second increments until it becomes warm enough. Then you're going to add your sugar and your butter. Whisk that together. Once everything's mixed up, then go ahead and add your active dry yeast, and you're going to let that sit for probably 5 to 10 minutes. After about 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to add your flour to the milk mixture, get that all whisked in together. At this point, I also add my salt. The recipe says to do it later. I just do it right now, but feel free to do whatever you want. Once everything's whisked together, add your dish towel or whatever you have that's big enough to cover this bowl and let that sit for an hour. During the hour while your dough is rising, oil up, butter up, grease up, whatever you choose to do your pans that you're going to cook your cinnamon rolls in. After your hour timer goes off, then you're going to add the additional half cup of flour. You probably will end up using more than a half cup, but just feel it. You want it to have some stickiness, but you don't want it to stick to everything. It's just going to be a mess if that's the case. Now the fun part, go ahead and start throwing some flour down on your surface, and then you're going to roll your dough. It's important to note you do want it to be a rectangular shape, obviously, but you want the sides to be symmetrical, I guess would be the best way to put it. You want everything to be the same size and length. That way when you roll it, it's not a big, huge mess. Once you get your dough all rolled out, you're going to add your butter, brown sugar, and cinnamon all together. Get that mixed in, and I just let it sit out for probably 5 minutes just so everything blends together. I don't know if you have to do that. It's just something that I've always done. Once everything is blended together, you're going to start rolling your log. As you can tell, the roll that I did was pretty loose. It doesn't affect the flavor, I guess just more so the appearance, and also the inside of the cinnamon rolls stuff just fell out a little bit, but no worries there. You do want to try to keep it tight though. Once you get your dough rolled into a log, you're going to want to cut your pieces into about 1.5 to 2 inches. Once you have your cinnamon rolls cut, you're going to add those to your baking pans. As you can tell, I have 2 pans there. I only ended up using one for this recipe. Once all your cinnamon rolls are in the pan, you're going to put some plastic cling wrap on the top of it, and then you're going to set that to the side and let the cinnamon rolls rise for an additional 30 minutes. While the rolls are rising, go ahead and preheat your oven. It says 350. All ovens are different, so mine was preheated to 335. Then once your 30-minute timer goes off, take the cling wrap off and go ahead and throw them in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. While your cinnamon rolls are cooking, go ahead and make the glaze or the icing, whatever you want to call it for that. You're going to use powdered sugar, you're going to use almond milk, and then vanilla extract, and whisk all that together. Remove the cinnamon rolls from the oven, and I usually let them cool off for about 5 to 10 minutes before I glaze them. Add the glaze however is convenient for you. I just left it in the measuring bowl I was using and poured it on top, but whatever you have, use it. Try to get an even amount distributed on all of the cinnamon rolls. And here's the finished product. These things taste delicious. They taste as good as they look. This is a fantastic recipe to make if you have chores or anything to do around the house, just because there's a lot of sitting around and waiting for the dough to rise or the cinnamon rolls to set, anything like that. But as I said, fantastic recipe, delicious, very simple to make. The girls enjoyed it, my wife enjoyed it, I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment on the video, and thanks again for watching. See you next week.